What is going on, guys? I'm DJ F and I'm back with a basics tutorial, a basic tip video for Falcon. And if you want me to do more basic tip videos on your favorite VSTs or other VSTs in general, hey, just smash the like button. That will help me gauge that, that you want it done. And, just participate. Just let me know in the description box. I mean, not in the description box, in the comment section. And that will help me gauge, and don't forget to subscribe if I didn't say that. But anyways, so what we have in front of us yet again is Falcon, the awesome hybrid VST synth. Now, once again, this particular VST synth actually makes a lot of things extremely easy after you get, past up the huge hurdles of just getting into the interface. And, the hurdles themselves are not very huge, but, it can be very misleading and hard if, you don't pay attention. But anyways, I'm going to go and watch this freezy. And we're going to go into mapping here. And, make sure that you gotta set up your key group. So we're going to actually set up a nice little key group here because there's some simple stuff that you can do with this. And, you're just going to map the keys all through the octaves, or the octaves that are available on your keyboard, however you like it. But just because you don't have a lot of keys, that doesn't mean you can't transpose the octave down or up. So we're going to minimize that. And now we have this analog stack in front of us. Now, the reason why I chose the analog stack is because I just wanted to show off the fact that, you can have these 8 oscillators and then some. You might have 8 oscillators and then set up a wavetable on the next layer and, go from there. But, for the most part, I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to delete that and we're going to work from the analog stack. So it's all working. It's all engaged. So, perhaps, you're not the most savvy or whatever, but you still want to make a sound. They actually have you covered in here. So you actually go right here and just click on that down arrow. And then you have things from bass 70s, bass funky to bell Fantasia, to even chords. How cool is that? That is very cool. But for the most part, I'm just gonna go and just select a regular default and play the guessing game. So I like square sounds. So I'm gonna use the square waveform. You can control a lot of things like with pulse width modulation. If you like it or whatnot, and then I'm just gonna set it to, well, actually I'm not, because it'll bring up my other camera angles. But you can set it and you can actually type it in. But there we go, we got it on 50. That's one thing I would like to see. I would like to see it just being able to, like, I don't know, just be able to right click and then reset the actual knob. That just being one more thing. So that's one thing for them in the future. But yeah, UVI, otherwise still good. But now what I want to actually talk about is enveloping in here, and just like setting envelopes to where you can have bell sounds, without the easiest way to do it. The best way to do it, and it's already, if you actually check this right here, that represents an automation. So you actually know there's an automation on there. So we're actually going to look at that and we're going to edit the modulation. And that modulation is to the amp envelope. So amp envelopes represent the amplitude, which represents the gain or the volume for that matter. Now there's things that you can do with this. You actually, you can set it and try to create your bell the way you want. Set up the release or whatever and decay. Or you can go right over here to this nice little option right here and set it up like that. And you have even pads or whatever. So That's one of the cool things about this particular plugin, because other plugins don't do that. From my knowledge, or from what the ones I played with, you can set a little popcorn. That's what pop. It sounds very video game-ish. And an extra punch, which it just doesn't have that attack. It has the very beginning of where the waveform starts, or from 0. So, with that being said, that is the ADSR in a nutshell. One other cool thing I wanted to point out is the sheer amount, the power of the DSP coding in this particular plugin, which I was amazed. So I'm gonna go back into the chord saw, which is this, and I'm gonna, instead of having it in poly mode, I'm gonna have it in mono portamento. So I'm going to go into the effects tab and we're going to set up something that I think will take up a lot of CPU, it will take up a lot of CPU in another plugin, because we have a lot of voices in that chord. Chords in general have a lot of voices. So I'm going to go into Spark Verb, which is is available standalone or VST for your DAW via visiting UVI. And I'm gonna go, because this particular, I did not realize how good this was until I started playing with it. So I'm gonna actually just turn this off, and we're gonna play, and we're gonna look at that. I'm actually, local recording actually does a lot to your CPU. So, but as you see, I'm not even scratching the surface or anything of it, crackling or anything of that matter that people complain about. So, I'm gonna turn on Spark Verb. You hear the quality of that? That is ridiculous. So, and I'm gonna go into other things such as Thunderbolt. Which is wild. And I'm gonna go into Simmer. That makes me want to get Spark Verb. And yeah, because I didn't realize how good of a reverb this is. Wow. But set this back up. I mean, look how quick I just designed something. Now, that lets you know that this particular VST has a lot to offer, even on a beginner standpoint, in terms of just sound designing. You don't necessarily just have to run with the patches until everybody that is producing in your lane that has Falcon and or whatever VST you're using now, unlike other VSTs, and you're just, everybody's using the same sounds. But yeah, and obviously if you select something from right here, you can adjust it any way you want it, and we're just guessing here. I'm just going crazy. Set this to a pulse. You can hear it a lot better now. But yeah, that's awesome. and much the same in other instances as well. If you go into FM, you can set an accordion up, all this, and just slide in your key group and go from there. So that's pretty much it for the basics there. Oh, and then you can also cycle through different parts. Much the same as you would if you was to set it through here or whatnot, which I think actually works better if I do it that way. But you can do it through the stacks. Yeah. go and just set up. I'm just gonna add a waveform of some type. Little robot. You see that? Like, that is crazy for you to be able to do stuff like that. And let's look at this CPU one more time. Annoying person there getting a text message during my video. Yeah, but anyways, if you like this video, give it a like. If you have any comments, leave a comment, and don't forget to subscribe. And if you have any other questions about this, because we're just scratching the surface of this. I mean, I'm literally day 4 into this, and I'm just going through all the filters and learning other things that will do. Oh, matter of fact, might as well just do that real quick. I'm gonna select a filter, because that is definitely a great way to kind of gauge where and for laws I'm gonna add because I know this would actually set this on the friends if I added LFO. I'm gonna try high pass. See, or definitely don't want that. Let's see what the CPU is at now. not even close to anything that Serum would do. Serum will probably be at like 70 or 80 CPU. No lie, no hating either. But anyways, yeah, check out more videos. I have other cool videos in my playlist, even though I can't speak English right now. I am DJ McCree, and I appreciate everybody. And see you later.